Hey there, my name is Bram and I would like to show you something. For those of you who are familiar with the role-playing game Dungeons and Dragons, I've made something in the last 3 months that will make your dungeon master happy. Let me show you. If you visit the following URL, town.noordstar.me, you'll be directed to this page. You could pause the video and read the explanation here if you want, but you can also just listen to me. I built a D&D Town Generator. It's pretty simple. Over here, you type the name of your town, let's say small town, and you choose the size. Then you just press generate, and voila, you've generated your town. I'll go into everything that the town has to offer in a second, but not before I show you the beauty of this generator. If you go back to this page and fill in the exact same town name and the same town size, you press generate, you will always generate the exact same town. So this town is pretty much everything you need in case the player suddenly asks the DM to name every single person in the tavern. Look, this is the main page of the website. You immediately see all the NPCs sorted by class, along with some decent shops in the town. If you click on a shop, let's say the Grandiose Loneliness, then you get a small description of the shop. You could also click on the name of the owner. Every NPC name in the town is clickable. So if you click on it, you'll get a lot of information about them. For example, their inventory, their age, what race they are, their gender, what they're doing, what level they are. But you could also view their schedule, their daily schedule, so you can see at every point in time during the day what they're doing. For example, at 11 o'clock they're at work, at 17 o'clock at work as well, 3 o'clock in the morning, well, they're probably asleep. And between 19 and 20 o'clock, they're eating food at a gifted weight. So here's the page of the tavern. You can also here you can view you can see some more NPCs. But you could also view every thing that the tavern has to offer in the sense of food, drinks, perhaps some other stuff like in-stays. But here's what's really cool. I mean, think about the example that I just told you before about the DM having to name every single person that's in the tavern at some point in time when the players enter the tavern. Over here it's possible. Let's say that players enter at the end of the afternoon, for example, between 17 and 18 o'clock. You click on the bar or on the 17, you tap on it, and you get a list of everyone who's in the tavern at that point in time. And you know what's the great thing about it? I mean, it's a gifted weight between 17 and 18 o'clock. So if you click on some NPC, for example, Denver Master Singer, you'll see that between 17 and 18 o'clock, it says on the schedule that they're eating food at the gifted weight. There's a lot more to explore on the website. For example, there's families. By coincidence, I've only encountered NPCs that didn't have a family. Does this one? Yes, for example, this one is married. They don't have children apparently, but yeah, there's a lot more to explore. But this is pretty much the idea behind the website. If you want to check it out, you can go to town.noordstar.me. You can take a look at it. I currently don't accept monetary contributions, but if you still want to support me, then I'll tell you how I can do that. After that, I'll explain to everyone how I built this website and what makes a website so interesting. Because you may be thinking, aren't there already a lot of other websites out there that do the same thing? And yes, well, that's kind of true. This website has got something special.
But first, here's how you could help me out. The town generator is fun and it works, but some parts of it do not have a lot of variety. For example, there are currently only 2 different general store descriptions, which means that every general store is either the town's favorite or the store owner is being really weird. And you would make me really happy if you could help me out by sending more descriptions and stories to me so that the town generator could keep getting better. You can send an email to me, you can go to the GitHub page and edit the data files, or you can go to the Reddit page that I built and submit your ideas over there. Thank you for your help. As a reward, I will now explain to you how I built this website. Alright, so one of the most difficult tasks for a computer to do is to generate random numbers. That is why lots of smart people have created programs that generate pseudo-random numbers. Basically, what these algorithms do is they take some random input, like how much you've moved your mouse, what time it is, or how many buttons you've pushed on your keyboard, and they convert it into random numbers. Mathematically, this isn't really random, but I won't go into the details in this video. What I've done for this website is that I don't use a random input like your mouse input, but I use the town name and size as random inputs to generate the city. And since the same input will always produce the same output, you will always generate the same random city whenever you use the same town name and size. But there's a big problem with this, however. You'll save up an infinite amount of memory, but what you don't save on is time. It's great if you don't need to store any information at all, but it sucks to have to wait for 20 seconds every time you visit a new page in your humongous city, because the city needs to be regenerated all over again every time you hit reload. So I came up with something. What if I don't generate every single town inhabitant every time the page is reloading? What if I only generate the town inhabitant when you want to know their name? This may sound a bit strange, but it works great for optimization. In short, the data does only get generated when you look at it. So to view the town, I won't generate every single inhabitant, but I will only calculate how many there are in total. This made the process pretty quick, but I still wanted users to get their websites even quicker. So I made sure the website had a cache that it could use for active towns. In other words, towns that get visited often are stored in memory so that the pages load even quicker. So yes, there already are lots of websites that do the same thing. They too are storing your town in memory until you don't visit the town often enough anymore. Except this website still has the algorithm with which it can precisely recover your town. May the town have been deleted and you later reconsider to view your town. If you're still here, thank you for watching. Make sure to check the description where I will put a link to a page where I've gone into more details for the project and a link to the website, of course. But for now, that's all. I'll see you again in 3 months.